And now to a shootout today on Jacksonville's West Side. A car shot at least 20 times and nearby homes also hit with gunfire. Thanks for being with us tonight at 6. I'm Jeannie Blaylock.
And I'm Heather Crawford. So tonight, police are searching for the people involved in that shootout. Nick Perot is on your side. He joins us from the West Side where this all happened. And Nick, the bullets were flying there.
Well, yes, Heather, that's right. We're talking 20 just to a windshield here of a Chevy. Now, again, caution tape may be gone. That car was right behind me here most of the morning as detectives were investigating, but Jacksonville Sheriff's Office telling me this is still a very active investigation. Just before 7 this morning, a neighbor hears multiple gunshots. That man did not get a good look at who was doing the shooting. But according to JSO's report, after the shooting, he noticed a car or SUV speed off heading south down Old Middleburg Road toward 103rd.
I thought between 15 and 20, but apparently there was 30 plus.
It's hard to believe police are not investigating this as a homicide. That's over 20 bullet holes in that windshield. We're told the man inside this car walks away only being shot in the hand. Police, however, have not officially confirmed a condition. Detectives throughout the morning could be seen trying to recreate the scene and collect what casings and fragments they could find. That second car and person or people inside have not been identified. We're also told the nearby home struck in the crossfire, but luckily no one there was injured. JSO has not released details about this shooting. We reached out to FDLE and they told us they are not involved in this investigation. Our crews on scene this morning were told the man hit inside this Chevy first arrived at Park West from another car, but then later sent to another hospital. That person's condition is unknown. And back out here live again, JSO says they're still working on a description of that car SUV that was last seen going south here, according to that neighbor, along Old Middleburg Road. Keep it right here for the very latest as we continue to follow this story. We're live tonight on the West Side. Nick Perot, First Coast News on your side.
Nick, thanks so much. And be sure to stay with First Coast News for the very latest on this story, both on air and online at firstcoastnews.com.